All right, it's time for us to introduce our guest of the day. She is going to tell us a little bit more about herself when she gets here. She's actually quite popular on Nigerian Twitter, and I like her a lot. Actually, this is actually the first time officially that I'm meeting her, so we're all going to get to know in just a second the lovely Boki Ofodile. Come in!
Yay!
Yay!
Welcome. I love you and everything, but hello.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
nice to meet you.
Yeah. Oh wow, you are.
You can go for another one if you want.
Yeah,
we'll wait.
You know. You are
You're
yummy.
Nice to meet you, actually.
She said yummy.
Hi.
You're so cute. You're all so tiny.
Have a seat.
This is ridiculous how tiny you guys are. I feel like the elephant
It's interesting
in the
that
room.
you're starting that with tiny, because your journey
Oh,
through weight loss is
my
almost...
God.
Yeah, a lot of us know, even if we don't necessarily follow it completely. But I know I've seen it a few times, pictures of how you've transitioned. What inspired that? What inspired that?
I had a mild stroke.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It wasn't aesthetics. Everyone thinks is so I can look cuter in clothes and everything, and which I do. I agree.
As in, let's be clear.
Let's be clear. Baby's looking on point.
Hey.
But that's actually not the point. I had a mild stroke, and it was lose weight or die.
When was this?
2011.
Okay.
But in saying that, it still took me like a year and a half
To decide.
to come to terms with the fact that, and I'd lost my dad the year before, and there was this like, my dad died. They said I should lose weight, but you're still dealing with grief and you're not coming to terms with it and everything. But I just decided that I had to do something.
I always say that with weight loss, you can't really, when you push people,
It doesn't work. It has to
I've
come
always
from
said it.
you.
My friends always say, let's go to the gym. I'm like, no, when you're ready, trust me, you will know.
Exactly.
So it's going to be you who will decide.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know that, okay, I need to do this, but mentally,
You're just not in that headspace.
but once you're ready, you're ready.
So how did you do it? Like, did you decide that, okay, today is the day that I'm going to start working out or start eating right, or what was the process? Did you even have a process?
Yeah. In the first place, I knew I didn't want to diet. I love food. That's how it was a size 24. I absolutely love food. So I needed to find something that works for me, which is basically eat all I want to eat.
Okay.
But just move more.
But just move more. God bless
There you go.
God bless you. And I had spoken to my doctor who was like, you see, our problem, his problem with me is that I did zero exercise. I would like sit down on my bed with a tub of ice cream, watching shows
And just eat.
and just eating. And get up from the bed, think about going to drop the ice cream in the kitchen.
You
and
just
be
leave
like,
it there.
There's only a little bit.
Let me just put it back in the freezer. I beg. And continue. So what I did is that I eat a little less of everything, but I still eat everything. You know, these people that go like,
Portion.
I
You
had
don't
rice
eat-
in 3 months. I can't.
You eat your rice.
I eat my rice, I eat my eba. I don't really like eba.
But you just work out more
But I
than-
just work out more and eat smaller portions, yeah.
So how much weight have you lost? Sorry, quickly, just pick number.
before-
You want to say no?
No.
Okay.
But it's a lot.
It's a bit scary. Because when you think of how much it is, like that's what some people weigh.
You can tell
I've
us.
lost, like almost 60 kilos.
Wow.
That's a good job.
Well
That is
done.
Applause. I beg.
What do you weigh?
I want to say.
I think I probably lost your weight. didn't
She'll
I?
tell you during the break. We're going to
Okay,
go on a
good.
break real quick, you guys. When we come back, we're discussing our topic of the day, which is, well, come back and then you find out.
Hello everyone and welcome back to The Spot. Please do join us on Facebook, Twitter and also via email. You can check out episodes up on YouTube, youtube.com/EbonyLifeTV. And in the spirit of our topic today, which is #Activism, you can connect with us directly online. The handles are coming up on the screen right now at Ebuka, at @Akintobi, at Zainab__Balogun, and at
She's Boki.
She is Boki. Yes. So we're talking about #activism, which is when hashtags become triggers for social change.
Or when, I guess, they're also accompanied by like an issue or they kind of accompany like an issue. So we can also follow the issue. So it doesn't necessarily need to be triggered, but it can be, I think.
Compliment.
Yeah, it can complement. That's the word.
Give awareness to an issue.
Yeah,
that's already on
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's pretty much it.
So
And I think we've seen a lot of that, especially like recently in the past few years, which is when social media has really blown. So
Out of out of proportion, if you ask me. But then I guess that's the way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
There's no stopping it now. It's out there. I mean, social media is out there. It's out there. There's no hemming it in anymore. It can only get bigger and better.
It's almost like in order for you to, for a cause or for something to get attention, it needs some form of social drive. It needs a hashtag for it to just blow and for the rest of the world to see.
Because true that
we've seen it.
Sorry, there's a large population of people now who don't watch TV anymore. They want to watch anything, it's on their laptop because everything is online.
stream
you can
it, or
stream
they
shows.
Yeah.
The rest of the day you're at work. Those people also don't buy newspapers. So
Yeah.
if they don't see newspapers and they don't watch TV, the news, that is all they have. They have to look here to see things, happening.
yeah.
I think the most popular one will probably be this one.
Yeah,
Bring
so
back our
bring back our
girls.
girls.
That's
At
for
least
sure.
in Nigeria, and it's
In
probably the
Nigeria.
one that's lasted the longest.
Yes,
It's
and
been on for
still
over a
gets
year now,
attention.
and it
And
crossed
got
over.
a lot of people involved. Like, it was amazing. I can remember the first time I saw like the picture of Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I
With
was like,
It most looked photoshopped. I'm like, did she?
like, you know when you're like, no, is this for real?
Yeah.
We've gone this far?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really interesting how that just spread. It's the society we're in now.
Yeah.
Everything is social media driven.
Yep.
You know, something happened yesterday, and I was about someone who's had a legal. It's some politicians. I really don't want to get into their name, but they have a legal thing pending, and they actually came on Twitter and they were like, "RT, if I should sue." Or fave if I should forgive. And I'm like,
Oh wow.
wait,
So
wait,
this
Yeah,
is how
do I
decisions
fave
are
now?
made.
for serious legal issues. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
come into social media to make a decision.
Wow.
You see, that's my other problem with the hashtag activism, because a lot of people jump on it for the sake of popularity and to appear cool and on trend. So if I haven't been on Twitter for a while, I'm going to look for what's trending right now. Let me just put my
Jump
mouth
on
inside
it.
it. She knows, ooh, did I just reveal who it was?
You said
Was
she.
it a she?
Well, we know who it is.
Okay.
I think we all know
that
who it is, so
person
that's
knows
okay.
that if they take, that personal problem, which everybody has questions about, everybody wants to know what's going on, and if they put it on Twitter and in that light, you're stirring up a lot of attention. People are going to be talking about
well, she
you.
definitely got my attention, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
she will probably get the RTs and the faves that she needs.
She did, because when you know how it is, you click on it and you see people's
Yeah.
comments,
Yeah.
and we're like, no, ma, yes, you should, or ma, forgive and forget, and I'm like, yeah, this is illegal. This is what you should be talking to your legal team
your
about.
lawyer about.
I kind of feel like, okay, well, I will say with the person involved, I'm biased because I know the person.
Okay.
Personally, that's my person. I'll say that I feel like she knew what she wanted to do. She already knew what she wanted to do. But that's just a feeling. I don't know. I didn't ask her.
We don't know for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she knew what she was going to do, but it was kind of like a way of crowdsourcing or getting that, you know what I mean? Like getting people involved in something.
Yeah.
So,
And I also think I don't think it's a bad thing per se. I only think it's bad when you are doing, like, this is it's a personal issue she has. Whether she's doing it to get popular or to look cool, I don't think it's a bad thing because it's a personal issue. But people who like things like that. People who like to feel like
Like
they're
part
that's
of
what,
your
involved
that's
in
what
your
social media
lives.
has
This is
given.
true.
That's
This
what
is
social
true.
media has given you. When people feel like, okay, they're
They're in
part
your
of your
life.
life.
Yes.
When it's now something obviously marketing, that's when I have a problem with it. And you're trying to make it look like, oh no, it's not really.
Or should I wear this red dress from Gucci? Who sent me this dress? Or should I wear the
Exactly.
blue dress from Versace? Who also sent me this dress?
We
I'm
know
like,
that you are just trying to,
Sending these
you
people
know.
these dresses.
I don't know, but they should send me. My address
all I know
is
is-
Lamide at.
I'm an American 10. Send me something. Which is 14 now. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm shouting it on the rooftops. Yes.
Yeah. But with Nigeria now, before we go international, because there's a lot of hashtags that have been, especially in America, because that's the capital of social media. And there's so many divisions, white Twitter, black Twitter, Negro Twitter. I'm just like, what's happening?
Latino Twitter.
But with Nigeria now, besides,
There's trans Twitter.
why are you pointing at me?
No, when you started breaking down Twitters, I
There's
just thought
so
about
many,
I
there's
thought
so
about
many
Pierce
corners.
Morgan.
Yeah, but because besides Bring Back Our Girls, any other one from Nigeria that stood out for you?
Light Up
Light Up
Nigeria.
Light Up
that was
Nigeria, that
years
was
ago.
That was
early on.
ages ago.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
it
I
was good as
Nigeria.
well.
Like if Light Up Nigeria I don't know if Light Up Nigeria would have done anything if it happened now, because it actually had a
probably
bit of
would
an
have.
impact then,
It
and that was
went on CNN. CNN
Yeah.
noticed and interviewed people
I don't
based
even
on
think
it.
I was on Twitter when that was happening.
Yeah.
I
That's how
wasn't-
far back.
Yeah,
so
it was about
I
2009.
I
I
joined
think I had
that's
just
when I
gotten,
joined.
I had just gotten on
2010.
Twitter then.
It was
Yeah,
2009.
2010.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's I don't know. I feel like I see a lot of hashtags wanting that just to be popular.
Sometimes they don't necessarily
and
trend,
sometimes it's
but
just
they bring
they don't
attention.
trend, but they do bring
Openness
attention.
was one back.
A very good one.
Nas.
Nas. Which I
Because
thought
if you say it as one word, it's
was
a whole
a
other thing.
Yeah.
horrible
Tell the-
hashtag
let's not
to
even
say
go
out
there.
loud, as you have just proven. I was like, you guys need to come up with something else, because if I'm trying to say, oh, you know, open us.
Let's take a break, please, on that note. When we come back, we'll be talking about more hashtag activism around the world. Please stay with us.
Hi spotters, welcome back. Today we're talking about hashtag activism, and we're still staying home. One of the recent hashtags that kind of just blew up out of nowhere was being female in Nigeria.
Yes.
I watched that hashtag.
Grow.
I watched it grow. I sat on Twitter and I was just like, really? Because some people just took it really, really
As
far.
with every
I
hashtag,
don't.
though.
I'm not a huge
that's the
fan
problem
of
with it.
Twitter activists. I'm really not, especially Nigerian Twitter activists.
Why, you think they're very
Because-
pretentious?
Hey, if you start with that.
Sometimes you guys
They
just
kinda
do
be. They kinda.
the most in every way. And I'm like, talk about the cause. Okay, if you're going to talk about the cause, then what happens now? You want to scream at the top of your heads that this is happening, we should do this. But what are you doing once you log out of your Twitter or your data runs out? The next tweet is, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, they haven't bought my Eba today, or
Hey,
what? So I'm just like, you're just
Zainab.
talking in the air for nothing. So some Twitter activists do kind of irritate me. But being female in Nigeria, I watched that, and you know, some of the things that were brought up, although we all laughed at it, they're real issues.
Yeah,
And
there were
they're-
some that were funny. There were some
Yeah.
that was, but there were. I felt like there were more that, at least what I knew for the women and a lot of people that I follow, and so they were like, it's sad that we can all agree
And
that we
Yeah.
it's happened
These
to
were like
all of
shared
us.
experiences.
Yeah,
Everyone,
exactly.
There were some things that everyone was like, yes. So.
That's true.
even more than Nigeria, because I saw the articles I saw. I can't remember which particular website. It wasn't BuzzFeed. One of those popular. I
Huffington
can't remember what was
Post?
Huffington.
Okay.
But the comments that even came on that were from non-Nigerians, some Africans, some from the Middle East. A lot of them could
I
also
saw like
relate.
Pakistani and
They were like,
Indian
oh wow,
women
you know, there was a,
saying,
I think I saw a Pakistani
are
comment
real.
saying,
This
these things happen here as well. So
to you guys.
it was more than just Nigeria at that point when it went international and you know the media out there noticed. There was a Kenyan one as well. My Dress, My,
My
Choice.
Dress,
That
My
was Kenyan.
Choice. Yeah, that was sort of like a reaction to
A bill that they
obviously
wanted to
the
pass.
bill that was trying to be passed, and then you know that whole thing where that's horrible opinion that many people have that if you wear short skirts then you must deserve to be raped
Yeah.
or
You're
that
asking
kind of
for
thing.
it,
You're asking
which
for it
is
exactly.
ridiculous. Like, are you trying to say you guys have zero self-control?
Exactly.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's ask you.
You're on the spot.
Let's ask Bill
You're on the
Cosby
spot.
or something.
Let's
What was he? Bill Cosby knows. Or should know.
Actually, I don't
Bill
think
Since
what
he's
was
been
the
around
Bill
that.
Cosby
Bill
hashtag?
Cosby.
What was
I
his
don't-
own
I
hashtag?
don't know
Was
if
the
there
empty
was-
chair?
Yeah, the empty chair.
The
Yeah.
empty
Oh,
chair.
that's
That was
Yeah,
his
it was a
own-
big, you know, the cover of the New
Yeah,
Yorker,
the cover,
there was an
yeah.
empty chair. So
It was
the
empty.
empty chair
Could be
represented
anyone.
every other
Every
person
other
who's
person.
been raped and hasn't been able to speak up. And,
Yeah.
and it was a crazy, did you ever click on that hashtag?
I didn't.
Oh, no,
Crazy
the
stories.
The stories, no.
You just had
were
women telling their own
heartbreaking.
stories. I was just like,
Heartbreaking.
and a few guys told their stories there as well. Yeah.
Which was
Being
interesting
molested
to
as
see and very brave.
kids. and
Yeah,
stuff
very
like
brave.
that. Yeah.
And I think that's, you know, obviously there's a good side and a bad side to social media in general. I like when our stories are able to help us connect and help us, you
Yeah.
know, kind of bridge that gap. Because if a woman in India or Pakistan can say to me, that thing that you're going through, I go through it too, then that makes you feel a little bit more connected to people who are not right, you know, next door to you or whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know,
There's also, I mean, we mentioned back in Nigeria now, Enough is Enough was a popular hashtag in
Yeah.
around 2010.
12? Okay.
It was about this, it was around the time when our late president had passed away
Oh, yeah.
allegedly.
Because
That's
Enough
and the
is
National
Enough
Assembly
was the birth of Occupy Nigeria.
was the birth of Occupy
Yes.
Nigeria 2 years later.
Yeah.
But it was also Enough is Enough Nigeria mostly claim to have made way for President Jonathan to come in at the time as acting president.
Look how that
when
worked out.
they didn't want him, when they didn't want to swear him in. There was all of this politics about the late president's wife not wanting to make way. You know, all of that happening, and there was this massive protest in Abuja at the time.
Yeah.
And then they became like his albatross at some point. Yeah. But it's the one that's probably the biggest this year around the world has been Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
That's American though. It's and I think everybody who's seen that hashtag, whether you're white, whether you're yellow, whether you're green, anywhere in the world, something must have hit you at some point.
Yeah.
'Cause
I won't lie.
it's just recurring.
I didn't realize how much was actually going on in America till
Yes.
that hashtag
It makes
came
you
around.
think,
Makes you
yeah.
wonder,
I
like,
honestly had no clue that this many young Black people were being killed.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it always makes you wonder, like, if you travel, you're like, so, and I've just been strolling around before.
As in,
Feeling like
she just, hey,
Like everything is
just
normal.
living my life.
Perhaps
Like
I
a
should
baby
go-
girl.
Perhaps I should walk where people are. So that
you know.
All
And
these
you know if
women on
it's
the
you now,
streets.
like that African.
Uh-huh.
They won't carry your hashtag. oh.
Nobody.
Sorry.
You know,
It's only your people.
It was
It
really
definitely
very
scared me.
it opened my eyes a lot because I was like joke, they're killing Black people anyhow.
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 And the worst case is, I'm sorry, but you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not even trying
Yeah,
to.
prosecution is almost impossible as it is.
Yeah.
because it's policemen.
Yeah, so
you know how
he's doing
that
his
is.
job,
Yeah.
self-defense. There's always
And
the
I
stories they come
honestly
up with.
believe that there is some deep society somewhere where the police are just like, we're going to teach you guys a lesson. Because, you know, the police alone are a powerful body in America.
Yes.
They are,
They're authority.
they're a powerful authority, and they get away with it. Police and the military, they get away with a lot of things. So,
And they know.
and they know.
Zainab,
And everybody,
Zainab.
I'm good, I'm covered. So every other week or every few days where you see a new person, a new story, it's heartbreaking. And
it's a
I don't
lot.
want to say that I'm tired, but I'm just like,
No, it's
I don't,
tiring.
I don't understand.
Because
I
every
saw-
week.
I saw
Sandra
I
Bland,
think that they would
Trayvon
have learnt a
Martin,
lesson
Eric
between-
Garner,
Yeah.
Christian Taylor.
No, they're
What?
not. That's why I'm
There's the
saying
new
it's
one,
an
like
actual
a couple
war.
of days ago, right?
Christian Taylor.
What even makes it scarier is the fact that if we have this many caught on tape,
Imagine
Imagine how
ones
many
that
we don't
have
have on
back
tape.
alleys.
I'm telling
then
you.
when you even watch
nobody
the
knows
videos,
about.
when you even watch the videos, the prelude most times to the killing, the anger and unbelievable bias from the cops is always like,
Are we watching this?
I didn't
Like,
put
are
on,
we,
I didn't
what-
put
what's
on my
going on?
indicator.
Like,
I'm
what does that
angry.
mean?
You that angry?
Like
You was
Sandra,
at a pool
Sandra
party.
Bland's own is, it shocks me every time I watch that video. I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's it. Then you went to her car and she was smoking. Smoking is not against the law.
Especially
Why
not
were
in
you?
your car.
Why were you angry she was smoking?
Smoking.
It
And then you
was
say
just
she
That
was
angry to
aggressive.
the part where you broke her wrist and then you handcuffed her upside. Like the
It's
stories
too
are
much.
crazy. The
It's
stories
too
are
I
crazy.
don't know. It's funny, right? But is America getting more racist?
I think it's always been that way. Like I said, that's what social media is doing.
social
A lot of
media
these
is now
things are
showing
getting
it
more
off more.
obvious.
That's it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's
And
just what it is.
It's
They've always
very
suffered from
strange
a
to
lot
me
of
because
them.
obviously there are pockets of America that you know as a black person. Because, I mean, I went to school there. I've been going there since I was young. And I think it's when you're older and you look back on things, you notice that,
Maybe
because
that's
some
what
of it
was.
is not even explicit racism. Some of it is what they call microaggressions. Like the little things that you just, when you think about it after, you're just like,
Why
but
did that happen?
That actually really did happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's what someone said, or whether you were supposed to move out the way somewhere, or whether they pushed you instead of saying excuse me. Like
Just
it's
kind of
little
nudged
things.
you.
Just
Yeah.
little things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Let's take a break now before we get any more passionate. Please share with us some of your favorite hashtags over the last couple of years since you've been on social media. We'd like to hear from you. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Please stay with us.
hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to The Spot. Hopefully you've been tuning in and enjoying the conversation so far. We've been talking about hashtag activism with the lovely Boki. It's time now to do a little bit of a switcheroo since we got a bit heated up, so let's cool it down. We're going to go ahead and check out what you guys had to say on social media roundup. That's where we gather the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, so from Twitter, Morenike75 says, The Spot, Zainab, Lamide, Ebuka, you guys don't always read my tweets. Well done. We read your tweets.
Here you
If
go.
we always read your tweets, we won't read anybody else.
Exactly.
Read your tweets sometimes, like now.
Yes.
Thanks
Thank you,
for tweeting at us,
Morenike.
though. Please keep watching, keep tweeting at us.
Yes. And then an Instagram comment, Lala Modiko says, "Hi, I wish I could meet you. I enjoy your show all the way from South Africa. Keep it up, you guys." Thank you, Lala.
Invite us, invite
That's
us.
very nice. As
Train
in
ticket,
tourism board, please. We're trying to come. Thank you.
Cape Town, Durban, Joburg.
Grahamstown.
Okay, now you're just showing off. You see how you just went like,
At Teseoma, I'm sorry, I hope I got that right, tweeted, "Hate how much I'm involved in the sport, laughing and commenting like they even send me. Hashtag sad face, hashtag big fan." Why sad face? Don't worry.
We
Be
send
happy.
you, we send you.
We send you, very much so.
That's why we say join the conversation.
Yes.
But those are not Nigerians. Sending doesn't mean we're sending her anywhere.
No,
that means we acknowledge you.
Yeah,
There we
and
go.
we,
Yes.
you're
That's
part of the
Appreciate
family.
you. Yes.
that's
you're with
right,
us.
that's right, that's right, that's
Did I
right.
just say us? Like, I'm not
She's pretty much she's pretty much moved in already.
very at home right now.
Good. I'm glad you are.
As you
That's
should.
good. Yes.
Thank you. You
That's
guys are
so
great,
sweet.
actually. This
Yeah.
is so much fun.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you're having fun. That's good. At least you won't go and abuse us on Twitter.
No. But I don't abuse anyone anyway. I like to think I'm really nice.
You like to
Oh,
think.
really?
We like to think many things about ourselves.
No. See, in fact, I know I'm really nice
Because
I'm really nice. I am opinionated,
Okay,
as I
yes.
feel we all should be. But you know, I abhor rudeness. I don't know if you follow me. That's one thing I have issues with. You know, when people go like, you know, when guys are maybe talking to someone today, I'm like, who are you talking? Don't be stupid. You can just ignore them. You don't have to be rude.
Yeah.
So I'm not a rude person, but
you can snap back when
yeah,
you need to.
Yeah,
You
and
can
I'm
do your thing.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
so,
a
yeah.
just a beat.
It had.
All right. Well, as it is Friday, it's something else that we like to do on the show, which is we
Okay.
have a chef cook lovely things on TV that we don't get to eat. But sorry, your face.
That you
was
can go
there.
practice.
Sorry, but you can go at home and practice, yes. So let's see what Uzo has for us in the kitchen today.
Welcome to Friday Food. My name is Uzo and I'm coming to you from Uzo's Food Labs. This week, I'm going to be showing you how to make a chicken vegetable wrap using leftover chicken. Now, you will need a few ingredients, the first of which is some leftover chicken. And this is actually peppered or stewed chicken. So it's already been seasoned, and it's got some green peppers and some chili, some thyme and salt in here. So it's already been cooked. This is just like a leftover. Bones taken out, and it's been chopped into small pieces. Then I've got here cucumbers cut into any shape that you like. I've got some oak leaf lettuce and some red garnets, which is tete. It's local, but this is just a red version. And I grow these in my garden, so just chopped up into little bits. I've got shredded carrots, and I've got mayonnaise here. Use low-fat versions if you like. Use local yogurt if you want. So in the bowl here with the chicken, I add the mayonnaise. And remember, in a previous episode of Friday Food, I've talked about amped up sexy mayonnaise. So if you want, you can add some garlic into your mayonnaise, add some chili, add some curry powder, just to make your mayonnaise a little bit sexier. Now I'm using plain yogurt and plain mayonnaise here because the chicken is already seasoned, so you don't need to add too much to it. Then I add the cucumbers. You can add spring onions to this as well. Pretty much any vegetables that the people in your life will enjoy. Then I add the greens. And then I add the shredded carrots. And then mix everything together. I have here the flatbread. Add as much or as little of the mixture as you want. Now don't overfill it. Well, you can, but it will get really messy. So I'm just gonna put some, and you know, you can add some fruit in here. You can actually add some pieces of apple if you want. You can add some dried raisins. That will take it to Arabian taste, but pretty much add whatever it is you want. You can even add grated cheese. So wrap it up nice and tight as such. Cut off the empty part of it. Simply cut into two. Very, very simple. It can be healthy wrap or an as healthy wrap as you want. Until the next time I come your way again, the blog has some fab recipes. It's uzosfoodlabs.blogspot.com. EbonyLifeTV.com/thespot has some snippets from Friday Food. You can send an email to me as well, uzosfoodlabs@gmail.com. Have a wonderful weekend.
Nice.
Yummy.
You said you eat anything. Do you really eat anything? Are there phases where you go through like, okay, let me do something healthy? And what sort of things do you do?
See what it is? There's the only thing that I will not eat is beans.
Why?
Have you tried cooking in
I
coconut
think
milk?
I want to eat beans after this.
Her face just went like, don't even tell me.
And
I
the
don't
funny
care.
thing, I like moi moi. I like akara, but you know the
What about
actual-
different
actual
types
beans.
of beans?
like
Kidney
the Igbo
beans
type.
is nice.
Like the butter, I mean, is it?
Yeah.
No.
That would be
Garbanzo
the Igbo
beans.
type.
You're talking of beans porridge or white beans with stew.
That kind of thing. Yeah, that's the one I know, honey. I don't do.
You don't do batter beans. You don't
No,
like
I don't do
baked
butter
beans.
beans. No. I mean, ewagoy. And then
Ewa
bread.
going is great,
Ewa going
please.
is
Don't
so
say anything about Ewa going.
Ew. I'm
Why don't
half
you like it?
Yoruba, so you would think that I would get that, but no, I don't like beans. But everything I like and everything I eat. But like I said, I just eat smaller portions.
No, okay.
You know, how I would normally have like maybe 6 spoons of rice, I will have 2. I respect myself. And remember, that's...
Where you're coming from.
Yes, do we really want to go there? So yeah, I eat healthy. To me, that's eating healthy.
Yeah,
It is,
That's
it
true.
is.
It's
You
true.
eat
It
what
is.
you like.
Because I think
and-
it's the portions that's the problem here.
Yeah.
Because there's no food that's bad for you.
Most
Because everything you need. You need the carbs.
They
you
always
need the
tell you
oil.
it depends on what it is you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to be a bodybuilder, then you can decide, okay, I'm going to cut out carbs
just be
and
drinking
focus on
water and
proteins.
air. I'm not.
And you understand? But
Like-
if you're trying to lose weight and just stay fit, of course you can eat everything in smaller portions. And they will tell you, anybody will tell you that dieting is not even good for you.
It's
when you
not.
cut out
Because you're
food
withdrawing,
completely.
you're withholding nutrients from your body, and
Yeah.
that's not useful.
And food makes me happy. I know that sounds desperate.
No,
but it is what
no,
it
but
is.
really,
Food
it
makes me
does.
happy, and
There's
I
a lot of
want
people
to be
who
happy.
food makes me happy.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be happy, and I don't want to feel deprived. So it's okay. Have a little bit of everything,
Yeah. And you'll
as
be
opposed
all right.
to.
everything of everything.
All right. We're going to go on a quick break here on the spot. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Hello, friends. Welcome back to the spot. It's
What are you doing
almost
sexy
time for
eyes
us
for?
to go. But before we do that, we have a pet peeve from Ebuka right here.
No, but I was asking you a
You
question.
said we.
Why are you interrupting my session with my people?
Your session.
Zainab, you're showing
Is
too
that
much.
why you're doing sexy eyes?
Zainab, you're showing too much skin today.
Well,
Then-
somebody out there likes it, so.
Is that your pet peeve?
Yes.
My skin.
That's why Shana came to studio so that she can do the crossing of the
He's
leg
just-
and
he's
get
just
like
a
a full
hater.
shot.
This is pure and simple hating. How can you hate on this though?
This one.
No, look at this.
She's watching you, but it's
Bae. Slay that Bae Logan.
they're
What's your
watching
pet-
them, they don't know.
What's your pet peeve?
My pet peeve is related to the topic today, and it's something you touched on earlier. You touched on. It's people who, when they find a serious hashtag that's pursuing a cause and try to make fun of it,
Yeah.
or try to wrap jokes around it. You know,
That's annoying.
I've seen a few things around Black Lives Matter. You know,
Yeah.
bring back our girls. As far as I'm concerned, at any time,
Not
should
valid
not be
for
funny.
jokes.
At least until the girls are back.
Yeah.
Let's
Even
not
after
play
that,
with
like
it.
we brought them
the fact
back
that it's been
great,
a
but-
year, it's still too soon
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
joke with anything. You know, you see some hashtags, bring back our girls, and it's a prostitute or something. Like, I'm just like, this is
It's
not what we
not,
should
yeah.
be. Yeah. So things like that, but I mean, it's social media. So if you try to
You
now
take the
correct
bitter with the
person,
sweet.
You can't put
Before
it
you
there.
open up
What's that
Yeah.
hashtag that we've
Yeah.
seen usually on
Sitting
Niger
in your
Twitter?
house and
A
trailer
come
comes to
jam
you.
you.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
It's quite, it's quite an interesting. I felt I went through some this morning.
But in saying that, it's so easy for people to now be rude,
Yeah.
deliberately rude, just to get
Just
that
for
reaction.
attention.
Yes.
The
for
funny
the
thing
retweets.
is, you feel like you're clapping back, but they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're waiting.
Because that was their intention.
Because then your followers start looking for
Yeah,
what
'cause that's
they.
their intention. I always tell
Don't
them,
give
I
it to
said,
them.
the day my younger brother joined Twitter was the day I realized, yeah, there's really no point. Sorry, Toby, but he's really young. He's a lot younger than me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And now my niece isn't like even younger people.
I have my
Your
little-
niece is on Twitter?
Yeah.
We're all
She's
too
not
old.
active on Twitter,
No, I know,
but she's
but-
there. And these are people who are like 15,
I have
14,
my little
16.
cousin.
So
Well,
at that point, I'm
a lot
like, yeah,
older
there's no
than
point.
most of you, but I have my little. He's 23, but he's my little cousin because I was grown when he was born.
Yeah.
You know, so I have him, and he's tweeting at me, and I'm like, hey, Shimo,
Yeah.
like really?
So at that
So me
point,
and this one are
it
talking
takes a
like
lot
this
now.
now.
It takes a lot for me to want to be. The most I'll do is, like you say, maybe be sarcastic.
Yeah,
Reply.
that's true.
Yeah.
But to now be having that whole.
Back
Back
and
and
So I'll just
forth.
be like,
I actually just
this guy probably just
I
finished
mute
work
and I block.
and using me to pass time.
My mute
Yeah.
button is my zen button. Like,
Mute hands.
I do not
strong.
see you, you do not exist, all is well with the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you don't know won't kill you. So you can be ranting there, but
By
I didn't
yourself.
hear you.
And I think I was like, you're shouting in an empty room at this point
Only
because
you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do have to shout out the followers because sometimes they take it upon themselves to fight your battles for you.
Yes.
And that is, you guys, you do so much better than I could ever do.
Yeah. Because
So go get them.
How dare you speak to her like that? Because someone was
Yeah.
actually rude to me the other day. And someone was like, who taught you?
Who is your
raised
mother?
you?
Who raised
is your
you?
mother?
Another person who does it really
And I'm
well
like, oh.
is at Bassie
Oh.
Ify. When Bassie wants to defend you, she will take it so,
Mm-hmm.
she will
personal.
read you from
Run
morning
with
all
it.
the way to
Yes.
night. And she'll say, okay, are you happy now?
It's even more interesting on Instagram because you just see the comments.
Back and forth.
It's a picture of your selfie, and then 18 or 19 comments there are about these people just going at each other over something else. And like, but it was media abuse. I don't. I mean, it's cute
No,
sometimes.
for
but
me, I'm not that popular. But what I'm saying is that, but I see battles going on
Yeah.
in people's comments. I'm like, yeah, don't talk to her like this. I've gone to your page. You don't even look fine. How can you be commenting on somebody where you don't even look fine? I'm like,
Oh, wow.
vote for.
You as in activate.
How
Yes.
very dare
It's
you?
very, very serious. Do you have any pet peeves other than, this? It
Even
doesn't
if
have
it's
to do
not
with the topic, it
hashtags,
could be
anything.
anything.
Okay, I mean, aside from rudeness, I think that's a major issue. But
It's okay, you
I'm
can
not
say
sure
it.
if I can share.
Share,
it's fine.
It's just us. Don't worry, nobody's watching.
I think all of Africa is watching. Are we talking on social media?
Anything.
Okay, my biggest pet peeve on social media will have to be, and this is on Instagram, where people come, mostly men, sorry, Ebuka, but it is what it is, and they see a picture of you, and they comment on like your parts.
Oh, okay.
I'm
What if that's the
thinking-
part they're seeing?
No, you see, for me, if I was one of those Instagram honeys who basically always
Put
took
up.
pictures in bikinis and everything, then it's understandable. But I'm not.
You're wearing,
I'm
like
dressed.
jalabia.
yeah,
I'm
you're
wearing
wearing your regular
jalabia, but I
clothes.
can't help the fact that I have a generous bosom now, can I? So it can't exactly be hidden
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
And all you come and say is, ha, look at those.
Mellow.
Luscious.
And now, don't get me wrong, I call them my puppies, but that's me calling them my puppies.
No, you don't get
don't
to
know
do that.
me.
Does
Yeah.
anybody ever say, look at this?
From time to time, yes.
Hey.
So I
But
just,
you like some, you like some, you like some.
no, and especially when you don't know me. Now, like I said, if you're my friend and you're like, baby,
Puppies are looking hot
puppies
today,
are
oh.
looking hot. I'm like, boss, yes, so. But,
Yeah.
strangers coming and being that familiar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop being over familiar on Instagram and
Please.
everywhere else.
Alone.
Please. Rein it in. Who raised you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, I'm really taking it. P.
Started
We're
from
gonna
the
go
DM, oh.
before
Something
I
started
get
from
into
the
trouble.
DM.
Now
Don't
I'm the one
push
that's
it
not
in.
getting into trouble doing Voltron. Okay, we're gonna go now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this show. We have enjoyed having you on, Boki,
Yay.
and you're gonna come back next time, hopefully.
Yes,
Yes?
I will, because
Awesome.
I'm having so much fun.
Yay.
Definitely.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Okay. Please sign our wall.
Our wall of fame.
Hey, oh,
There's
I
a
get
chalk there.
There.